In this video, I'm going to show you how you can become a baller in 3 months using GOAT Soccer Academy's training philosophy without relying on in-person private trainers and team training. By the end of this video, you'll know how to play with confidence, master the ball, and boost athleticism. So if you were a high school soccer player and you want to become a baller, then this video is for you. And just so we're clear, if you are not a high school soccer player who is motivated to play at the next level and dreams of playing collegiately or even professionally, then this video probably isn't for you. If you don't take the game that seriously, then you can check out my other content. If you are watching this video, then you've probably tried training on your own, working with a private trainer, or using social media drills with no clear path. Or maybe you're even listening to college recruiting services telling you just need more exposure. And if that's you, then my remote training program is going to be a lot different than anything else that you've tried. The reason is when you train on your own, you don't really know what to do. And it's not your fault, just nobody in your family played soccer at a high level. Working with a private trainer isn't bad, but just doing 60-minute sessions, working on your technical ability and athleticism isn't really enough to become an elite level player. And social media is filled with thousands of drills, exercises, and workouts. So I can totally understand why you don't know what advice to follow. Or worse, you do follow the advice of expensive college recruiting services who tell you the problem is exposure. I know that the college recruiting process seems scary, but trust me, it's pretty straightforward when you become a player that's worth recruiting. So if that's you, then this video is absolutely for you, because the roadmap to D1 soccer gives soccer players a clear path to playing at the next level. I focus on the 3 keys to becoming a baller, so that way you can stand out in front of these college coaches and get recruited. The roadmap to D1 soccer gives players a step-by-step training plan with mentorship. You'll learn how to play with confidence, improve your first touch and dribbling, and increase speed and fitness, so that way you get noticed by these college soccer coaches. It will work for you because I've already helped over 100 players in my local area and remotely. Plus, I use this exact same training philosophy on myself. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Gabe Mercer, or Coach Gabe. I run a soccer training business called GOAT Soccer Academy that helps players reach their goals while enjoying the beautiful game, using private, group, and remote training. I grew up playing soccer in a small town in North Carolina called Sneads Ferry. I always dreamed of making it to the next level, but I was never talented nor athletically gifted. I knew that if I wanted to become the best player I could be, I would need to surround myself with better coaches and players. At NCFC, I spent 5 years on the B team, but never stopped grinding in the hopes of making the top academy team. I finally made the academy team my senior year of high school, and I was the happiest I had ever been because all of the hard work paid off. It was short-lived because I committed to a D1 university called UNCW, back where I did not want to be, except this time I wasn't on the B team, I was on the bench. I used to call my mom and cry after every game because I wasn't balling out. It wasn't until I figured out a new training philosophy that I completely turned my career around. This summer going into my senior year, I made a commitment that I would reach my goals and double down on myself. I finally started working on the right things, and I was playing with confidence again. That season, I went from starting 1 game to starting 11 games, and even had some family members reach out saying that I improved so much. I ended my career at UNCW leading the team in goals as the captain and even won an all-conference award. I experienced the same joy that I felt after making the top academy team. Now, my mission is to help players reach their goals faster than I did. Like my player, Anthony. When he came to me, he said that soccer was his life, but that he needed to improve his technical ability. He knew he was fast and strong, but he wanted to become a baller so he could make ECNL and get recruited by college coaches. He was ready to lock in, but he wanted someone there for his journey. Today, Anthony's balling out on varsity as a sophomore. After just 2 weeks in the program, he was getting asked by everyone how he got so good. And he even ended up in the newspaper. Good stuff, Anthony. So proud of you, bro. You might be wondering, how does the training philosophy work? Most players think that they need more exposure to play college soccer, but actually they just need to get better. That's why the 3 pillars of my training philosophy are designed to help players stand out. The first pillar is mindset. At first, I was struggling to play with confidence on the field and making silly mistakes that led to less playing time. I would get mad when I turned the ball over, missed a shot, or got beat 1v1, or even upset when I felt like I wasn't playing well. I knew that all ballers have unshakable confidence and self-belief, so I had to fix this. I started using mindfulness techniques, mindset hacks, and ways to control my emotions. What I really needed to do was reprogram my mind to think positively. I used meditation, positive affirmations, and the 4-to-1 principle so that way I could start playing with confidence and get into the flow state consistently. And then I started playing without fear and was able to become a leader on the team. The second pillar is technical ability. Technical ability is one of those areas as a player that you can never get too good in. Plus, it's like learning a language. If you don't use it, you lose it. When I got to the college level, one of the reasons that I struggled is because I stopped doing the little things that I was doing on my own in high school. Even professional players like Lamine Yamal, Jamal Musiala, and Phil Foden are consistently improving their technical ability. I started by mastering simple drills like the Ronaldinho drill, Messi dribbling, and T-dribbling on my own. I would do the sessions either before or after team practice at full intensity, so that way I could improve my ball control and become effortless with the ball. This helped me a lot because I was now able to dribble at speed, keep the ball glued to my foot, and beat players 1v1. I also worked on the basics using a rebounder or a wall, so that way I could work on my first touch both on the ground and out of the air. Working on my ball control and first touch allowed me to become more confident on the ball, make fewer mistakes, and stand out on the field. To stay motivated, I followed a training plan so that way getting better felt like a game. Overall, I became a much better soccer player because instead of overthinking on the field, I started playing with instinct. Lastly, I needed to incorporate strength, speed, and fitness into my training. Increasing my athleticism allowed me to body players off the ball, have the speed to compete, and the stamina to withstand the college level. I see some Instagram accounts that say that working out is going to destroy your athleticism. I don't believe this is true. As an athlete, you need to use sport-specific exercises so that way your body can withstand the demands of the sport. Working out, plyometrics, and speed and fitness drills helped me increase my athleticism and help prevent injury. Following soccer-specific exercises and drills allowed me to become a dominant athlete at the college level. This training philosophy is exactly what took me from the bench to team captain at the Division I level. It is also the training philosophy that we use at GOAT Soccer Academy to help our players improve. Some of you might be thinking, but Coach Gabe, I can't improve using remote training. And I totally understand what you're saying, and I used to think the exact same way. That was until I started working with some athletes online and realized that my remote players were actually getting better results than my in-person players. The reason why is because they're getting so much more. When you can create a remote training program that teaches them all the information that they need to improve, it becomes a lot more valuable than just running them through a session. The problem is a session is just not enough to play at the next level. If you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. The same is true for soccer. If you give a player a session, they'll improve for a day. If you teach a player how to become a baller, then they'll improve for the rest of their career. If that sounds great to you and you're a high school soccer player who wants to become a baller in 90 days, so that way they can play with confidence, master the ball, and boost athleticism, then go ahead and book in a call with me and we can talk about your situation, your goals, and if it's the right fit to work together. And if it is, then we can get started right away. Again, this is only for high school soccer players who have a burning desire to reach their goals. They want to play college soccer and they're ready to lock in. So if that's you, book in a call because I'd love to talk to you. So I hope you got a ton of value out of this video and you probably can go and do all this on your own. However, if you want a personalized experience with a one-on-one mentor, then what you're going to want to do is book in a call. I honestly wish that I had invested in a mentor earlier on in my career, because it would have saved me a ton of time, effort, and honestly practicing the wrong things. If you're still sticking around and you're a high school soccer player, then here's exactly what you can expect inside the roadmap to D1 soccer. These are the mindset lessons that teach my players how to play with confidence and stay motivated throughout their journey. And this is the dribbling program, which helps my players dribble at speed, keep the ball glued to their foot, and cook defenders 1v1. Like, check out Kenneth, who said that his footwork has gotten a lot better and he's gotten better at taking players on 1v1. And lastly, here's a quick look at our athleticism training that helps players improve their strength, speed, and fitness. Just check out Anthony saying that he felt like a beast both physically and mentally before his game. I truly believe that remote training is the future for high school athletes. That's because it solves all of the problems that I faced as a young soccer player who wanted to make it to the next level. I bet a lot of you think that you're too busy to do extra training, which is exactly why you should do remote training, so that way you can train on your own schedule. If you truly want to play college soccer, then you'll have to learn how to balance life, academics, and sport anyways. Plus, I'm here to tell you that the players that do end up making it to the next level will be the ones that were putting in the work on their own. Playing D1 sports in general is very difficult, but for soccer, only about 1% of high school players make it. But that's honestly the whole point. Anything that's easy and everybody can do it isn't worth doing. The work becomes worth doing because the end goal is hard to reach. At GOAT Soccer Academy, we already run a ton of in-person training, so I'm only looking to work with a few high school soccer players remotely who really want to get the attention of college soccer coaches and lock in on their soccer journey. I'm really looking to work with high school soccer players who want to improve quickly. So if you want to become a baller and play D1 soccer, then book in a call with me and we can get started right away.